Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to knit this chocolate Easter bunny sock. This sock uses the same instructions as the strawberry sock tutorial I have on my channel. The link is in the description. The only difference is I swapped the strawberries with this chocolate Easter bunny instead. This is the second Easter sock pattern I have for you. The first one is already on my channel where I show you how to knit the Easter bunnies with the Easter eggs, and I put 3 of them in the center. So you can check that out. The link is in the description. But in this video I'll be showing you how I made this chocolate Easter bunny sock. As I said, this sock is based off of the strawberry sock tutorial. That tutorial is a step-by-step tutorial where I show you how to knit the sock from start to finish. And all we do here is replace the strawberries with this pattern. So it's exactly the same as the first Easter sock tutorial that we did before. And this sock is one size fits all. I show you how to make one size fits all from both men and women's feet. Here's what I did to make this chocolate Easter bunny sock. I began the sock like normal until the instructions said to begin the first color work on the strawberry sock, which is these cherries. Okay, I replaced the cherries with these diamond dots. It's the same pattern as these yellow dots in the first Easter bunny sock that I did. The only difference is I didn't do yellow, I just did pearls instead. And this is the result. It's definitely more subtle than making it yellow, but it's another option for you. And here is the pattern. The yellow I purled and the white is normal white knit stitches. Example, for the first row you knit 4 white stitches, then you do 2 yellow, or in this case I did pearls, and then you do 4 white stitches again, and then you repeat around, and when you finish the first round you move down to round 2 and repeat around, and just continue until all 7 rounds are complete. So we use the same number of stitches as the cherries. After that I continued the pattern until the instructions said to start the strawberry color work. At that point I went to the chocolate bunny pattern and began working that. And here is the pattern for that Easter bunny. The gray line is just to show you the center of it. The gray line is not color work, so treat it as a white stitch. The strawberry pattern immediately begins with the color work, but for the chocolate bunny I worked 6 rows in white first, and then on row 7 I began the color work. Here is a clip of me working on that. You'll see that for the bottom of the foot, I did the exact same checkered pattern as the strawberry sock, just in brown, and I started that on the 7th row when I also began the color work in the bunny. Once I was done the color work, I was at the same part as the end of the 4th strawberry on the strawberry sock. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, finished here. Same place, I finished here. At this point, we start the toe decreases. I began the toe decreases just like I did the strawberry sock, but without using the color work, but using the same instructions. Okay? And these were the instructions. For the one size fits all women's foot, the instructions I did was I decreased on every other row, starting at this first row, for 12 rows. So every other row, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, you do a decrease. And again, the strawberry sock tutorial will show you exactly where and when to do your decreases for these rows. So once again, it's the same instructions as the strawberry sock, nothing different. And then every even row, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, I did no decreases, I just knitted all the way around. Then after 12 rows, on the 13th row, you decrease every single round until you have 10 stitches left. And then after 10 stitches, you close it off. Okay, so that's for the women's sock. For the men's sock, it's slightly different. The decreases are the exact same. The only difference is that after we do our color work, after we finish this chocolate bunny, instead of directly beginning our decreases, we do 12 more rows all the way around without decreasing. Okay, so you just do 12 more rows after your chocolate bunny, 12 rows. No decreases, and that elongates the foot because men's foot are a bit longer. And then I did the decreases, which is the exact same as the women's decreases. 1 through 12, every odd row, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, we decrease. Every even row, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, we do not decrease for 12 rows. And then on row 13, we decrease every single round until we have 10 stitches left, and then we close it off. That's the only difference. This is the same. Only this part here, right after the color work, we just do 12 rows without decreases just to elongate it. And that's the only difference. And that's how you do your toe. Once again, the instructions, like how many stitches to decrease and where to decrease, are all on my sock tutorial. The last thing I wanted to point out is this toe. I found a good choice was to do the reinforced stitch pattern. And that not only gave us some ribbing texture, but it also made the toe stronger. And I have a video clip on me doing that. So for the heel, okay, I've started it. The pattern is every odd row. So 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. We just do knits all the way around and our decreases. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Just going to knit all the way around. On needles number 4 and 2, we knit all the way to the last 3 stitches, and we do knit 2 together, knit 1. On needles number 3 and 1, we do the decrease at the beginning. I'll show you. So this is needle number 4, so we do knit 2 together, knit 1. Okay, and then you begin needle number 3. For your decrease, you do the first 3 stitches, knit 1, slip, knit. So knit 1, and then it's your decrease. So knit 1, and then it's your decrease, so you slip. The next one you knit, then you pass the slip stitch over, so PSSO. Okay, and then you just keep knitting till the end. Here we are now on needle number 2. We just keep knitting until the very end, the last 3 stitches, and then we do our decrease. The last 3 stitches you do knit 2 together, knit 1. Then we're on our last needle here, needle number 1. You start off the first 3 stitches, your decrease. You do the knit 1, PSSO. So you slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over, and then just keep knitting. Okay, and that's what you do for every odd row, 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. Now we're on an even row, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. For every even row, you do not do any decreases, you simply just work in the reinforced stitch pattern. So as you can see, I worked it here, and it gives you these hills and these valleys. So just like on the heel here, hills and the valleys. The hills are the slip stitches, the valleys are the knits. So that's all you do all the way around. You slip, knit, slip, knit. So you just look. Because you do decreases, it sometimes switches around as to what you will begin with on each needle. So you just want to move ahead further into the pattern. Check where you are. This is a slip because it's a hill. The next one is a valley, so it's a knit. So that's a slip, knit, and you just work your way backwards. So that's how I know that I'm starting with a knit. Knit, slip, knit, slip, knit. And I'm just making sure I'm slipping on all the hills and knitting on all the valleys. And when you get to the end here, you just continue the pattern. Okay, that's the first needle there. Now the next one here, again, because we do the decreases, we don't know where we start. So you just move forward in the pattern. Here's a hill, so that's a slip. The next one is a valley, that's a knit. Therefore this one is a slip. So you start off with a slip, and then you just do a knit. And the next one is a slip. And the next one is a slip, followed by a knit, all the way around. And once again, no decreases. The last one here, that is a slip, knit, So that's how I know I started with the knit. Okay, and that's all you do for your odd rows and your even rows. So your odd rows you always decrease and you just knit all the way around. And your even rows you always do no decrease, but you do the reinforced stitch pattern all the way around. Okay? That's the only difference, and that's all you have to do for the heel. So the only difference between this and this is this we work in the flat, right? So you do the reinforced stitch pattern on one row, and then the next row you purl across. Reinforced stitch pattern on the next row, purl across. Here, because we're working in the round, we don't work in the flat. That's what we're going to do. Odd rows, decrease, just knit around, and even rows, no decrease, just reinforced stitch around. Okay, so that's what I did, and I'm just going to keep continuing in that pattern. This toe is done without the reinforced pattern. This toe is done with the reinforced pattern, as you can see the difference. And that's how I did this sock. If you follow the pattern in this video and you follow the strawberry sock tutorial, replacing the strawberries with the pattern that we have here, you will make this. I hope you enjoyed this pattern. Thank you for watching. Check out my other videos on my channel and subscribe for more videos.